Yo, you know what time it is. Surprise! It's Tuesday. And I'm streaming. What's going on? What's up? What's up? Honestly, didn't get enough time to play this yesterday, and I was like, you know what? Let's play this some more today. Let's do it. Wicked Ball, welcome in. Tomas, Justin, Anthony, Buck Native, Eric, Jack, not a fight reaction fan. What's going on? Welcome in. Build is too cool. Probably want to get my cyclone armor going, huh? Where were we here? Okay. Norman, welcome in. What's up? What's up? Smolps, yo. Goof. What's going on? Goof. So, crazy story. Not going to be the most exciting for the people that don't like NFL football. But, so last night, going into Monday Night Football, I needed 30 or more points from Joe Mixon to win my matchup. Man, I was like 80-20 early on in Sunday. And then all of a sudden they had people just go crazy on Sunday night. I was like, oh gosh. Joe Mixon got 36 points for me, took down the victory. Love it. So, oh, okay. Kind of a rare one right there. Colossus Blade. It's like an elite base. One thing, I gotta do this. I'm gonna do this one maybe later today. I don't know. The BK Colossus Blade. I want to do something with this set, something fun, something different. Maybe it's probably gonna be the best build ever made in the entire game. Wait for that video. Kind of neat though. I wish the damage could be a little higher though. But all res crushing blow. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool one. I just like it. I think it's cool. You know, sometimes things are just cool to you, you know? Currently rocking the same build and running Stony Tunes too, says Norman. Let's go. This is the build everybody plays. Everyone. Max cold damage, Hurricane Druid with supplemental NATOs. Oh, I'm gonna go back and identify that Vortex Vortex Shield, 4 sockets. Oh. Jack Harding, welcome in. Appreciate the kind words. Man, you people are too kind. Thank you so much. Jack. Slayer be slaying, Eric. Totally. Sasquatch, welcome in. Welcome in. T-Dub. You left the green sword on the ground. Well, yeah, I mean, 3 years into a single player, you found a couple of them at this point, but... Death Dream going pretty good. Hopefully you're doing good as well. Is there any difference between LK 7 or 8? So I know for offline single player, 100% for sure, everything that I've ever seen, there is no difference between players 7 and 8 difficulty for super chest drops from lower Karust. So Mark coming in with the fellas. Ooh. Welcome in, Mark. Ambrose said, got his Tyrell's might off a TZ Andy. You know, a lot of people would call bull on you. Well, saying you got it off a Terrorize Andy sounds completely legit, because I bet you that's where 90% of people find it nowadays, so... But congratulations. I mean, you got to find it sometime, right? Right? Marty, what is going on? 28 poison. Wait, did I see some monsters over here? I did. You're late. Not very late. Started the stream 6 minutes ago, so you're, I would not consider 6 minutes into stream late at all. At all, Lawn Bear. Not even a little bit. If 6 minutes into stream is late, you're setting your standards way too high. Welcome in, though. Welcome in. Boy, yeah, I'm liking the way this is set up, too. I don't know if I realized this the last time I played it, that actually splitting your points between energy and life is like the play here. It's so interesting. Just putting, you know, I had like 500 extra points to dump between these two. And just putting, I probably only need to put like 100 points into energy, and just having it that high with no insight, your mana stays up perpetually. It's crazy. Toy gun, yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. Hopefully you're as well. Feel like you get way more runes on players 8 versus 7, says Death Dream. I'll tell you this though, if you feel like you're getting more runes on players 8 than players 7, by all means do players 8. I kind of do the same thing. I'll do like runs and it'll be like 2 hours of running LK and I'm like, ugh, and I'll type in players 8 difficulty, you know, so I'll honestly do that. So is there anything behind it? Statistically, according to every drop odds calculator there is, it says there's no difference, but you know what? I say do it anyways. Okay. I realized I wasn't really looking over here. I like the look of this. I like the Glorious Axe name, so maybe we'll start DMing those two. Andres, what's going on? Welcome in. Gonna have to lurk with no sound. Okay, webinar. Appreciate you joining the stream anyways, Marty. And obviously, I appreciate you hitting the like button like an absolute goat. Like a G. And that's the thing too. I would ask you guys to hit the like button, but I know you all already did. So there's really no reason to ask. Really what I'm going to do is just thank you all for hitting that like button on the stream. Just appreciate you for being so on top of doing that. You guys are just amazing. Andrew Barth, yo! And D-Tech, welcome in. James said, new player Ryan LK offline took about 2 weeks to get the runes for Enigma. For Heart of the Oak and CTA. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Yeah, it all comes down to like the number of runs, you know, pretty much. So I could see that in 2 weeks getting all that for sure. Scott DeLoof, welcome in. Eric says, scared to do declone Gear Garbo. Yeah, declone's not the hardest, but yeah, like, if you know the little tricks and tips, it's usually not too tough, but yeah, I could see you don't want to waste the SOJ. So, I would definitely look at a little tips thing, 1 or 2 of those before going after it, just to make sure. Make sure I would do it on a melee character with like some crushing blow, open wounds. Make sure you have a lot of attack rating, dual angelics probably. Like Amy Ring, I mean. Yeah, really on a melee character with like Gore Riders and G-Face and then dual angelics, you'll pretty much be fine. And life tap. Get a life tap wand too. That's pretty much all you need. And then anything lower than that, if you try to do with a caster or anything, there's some more tricks that can help you out, but it's either way, it's a little more difficult. So I know there are like smiter builds for killing Ubers, but can you pretty much any build beat Ubers if built right? Pretty much, yes. It's going to be difficult, and I wouldn't really recommend it, and I wouldn't actually do it. But I've seen people do Ubers on, like, Blizzard sorceresses. I've seen people do Ubers on, you know, out on all kinds of builds, really. Not every kind, but I would say I would guess that most of the standard powerful builds that people use, if done correctly, you could do Ubers, but it would just be so hard that I wouldn't recommend it unless you're one of those people that like to challenge yourself. I've only ever done Ubers on Smiter and Frenzy Barb, and Fury Druid. I think that's the only builds I've ever done Ubers on, personally, so. James said he had a lot of good luck. Talking about LK. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, because I did, let's see, what did it take me? Now I forget. Was it 2,600 runs? I think it took me to make Enigma. So. But yeah, if you get lucky and pop off 2 burr runes in your runs, you're like, okay, they're sick. You know, you're almost there. So. I found 1 burr rune, but then it took me a while to get the, you know, the Sur runes down. And actually I cubed up every single rune that I had found to make Enigma. All of them, so. Mark said he feels like he hit declone all the time with his glass cannon necro summoner. Now you have a buff smiter, you only seen him once. Well, if you're talking about online, I mean, you can kind of follow one of the trackers and you can just hop on as soon as they're about to pop and go take them out. Unless you're playing a different version of Diablo 2 or something. So yeah, I mean, I would say it probably comes down to like you used to play more. It would be my guess. Don't know for sure. That'd be my guess. Andrew Barth, yeah, I love your videos, so watch them all the time. Appreciate you. Didn't maybe it's somebody else, or maybe I read that question already and I forgot. Like that's seems word for word one I already read, but who knows? Hard to remember. Do an Uber run with each character? Oh boy, no. No. That sounds super boring to do. I'm not a big fan of doing Ubers, like at all. Optimus, welcome in. Doing okay. Nothing great yet, but we're still rocking and rolling. Eric said made a summon druid just beat hell difficulty. Yeah, I can see summon druid being an okay one that you could casually walk through the game with, right? Without too much challenge. Congrats on beating the playthrough there, though. Mama Phil. Yo! What is up, Mama? Everyone act super proper now, though. My mom's here. Just joking. Just kidding. Worry. What is going on? I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully you're doing great as well. Hi ho, Kenny. Kenny. Welcome in there over on Twitch. All right, this is the run, fellas. I think I got a feeling, not Tyrell's Might or anything, but I got a feeling for one of those more rare items. Magic Scimitar. See, told you. Let's see. Mark making online. You do check the trackers, but you just never when you're home. Gotcha. You did 1,000 runs of LK and you got 3 Sirs and a Burr. Yeah, that's like massive insanity luck. If that's true. You got probably 4 times what the average rune drop rate that people would get. Probably 4 times by what you're saying there. Congrats on getting 4x the average drops, I suppose. Viv said, oh, Discord was 8 minutes late today? Ah, boy. Yeah, you can't ever, you know, you never tell. Some days YouTube's messing up. It's always, nothing ever works right, you know what I mean? So, at least it came through eventually. I suppose. Looking on the bright side here, huh? Optimist. There you go, mama. Yep, keeping a roof over his head. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, we're plugging away, making it happen, making it happen. I would warn her that you're not supposed to spam all caps in chat, but she's allowed to do it. Perfectly allowed for Mama Phil to do that. No question about it. TZ Icy Cellar. Oh, let me read the first comment first. I think I got a little mixed up here. Never really got into LK runs up until recently. D2R, most of my high runes came from the Icy Cellar. What? Norm, that's got to be a joke, right? You almost got me there. Sounds like something Saffron would say. He's like, all the Mortal Kings or all the Tyrell's mites are hidden in the Swampy Pit. That's where they're hiding. The caps made it more funny. True story, true story. No doubt. No doubt. Some Mama Phil stories. No. She don't need to tell no stories about me. I don't want to be embarrassed. There's no embarrassing stories about me. Trust me. I mean, to be honest, I probably told you guys most of them in my nonsensical online ramblings. Oh, I wonder if Mama Phil's been in here when I bring out my old pictures of me with long hair. Actually, I think she's still got a picture of me with long hair on the wall, actually. Boy, that long hair, ooh, is so sick. TZ Icy Cellar is a legit. Ooh, hard pass. Hard pass. Icy Cellar, Souls, and Succubi. No, I'm good. I'm good. Happy for you if you enjoy it, but hard pass. First torch in single player, Cold 3D. Congrats on that one. Oh yeah, if you did your first torch run and you got wrecked by Meph, yeah, I mean that's like a rite of passage. That's mandatory. Like if you didn't get killed by Mephisto on the first torch run, like I don't know, are you even having fun, you know? I still get wrecked by Meph all the time, so. 1520 barb, huh? Well, yeah, it's good for your Horker, so congrats on that when you get it leveled up, I should say. Just for your mosaic. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, good old mosaic. Boy, I would lose my mind if, in the off chance that they completely nerfed that one day. It would be so sick. So sick. Not that you're doing anything wrong. Not that I'm hating on you or anything like that, but yeah. It's like, I feel like people who would run Mosaic and they find all these high runes super fast and stuff because it blasts so easy. It's almost, Mosaic's almost the equivalent. It's not the equivalent because the devs put it in the game and it is how it is. But it's almost the equivalent of somebody who like changes their time clock to always have TZ Andy. And they're like, yeah, I completed a Holy Grail in like 1 week. And you're like, you ran 72 straight hours of TZ Andy? Oh, okay. I know a lot of people love the Mosaic Assassin. Just love it. Just blasting. I'm imagining the video in my head right now of what it would be if that ever happened. Don't get my hopes up, but I'm just imagining it. Phil loves Mosaic in practice, says. You caught me. Yeah, it's one of those things that I just do just as a gimmick nowadays. I actually do like it. Is Mosaic considered a caster? I guess so. It just casts from short range, I guess. Never didn't think about it, but it doesn't do melee damage, right? It just hits and does all the elemental that it casts from the skills, right? I never really thought about it. Anthony Burks. So it's going to be one of those situations for Shaco and for Arachnid's Mesh. Yes, technically, I believe like Hell Mephisto, but it's still going to be, especially for the Arachnid's Mesh, quite the grind. Really, for those two particular items, you can get Shaco from Andy as well, from regular Andariel. So I would say at the very beginning of a single player or something, and I'm guessing you're past this part, but just in general, if you're not, at the very beginning of, you know, offline single player or at the beginning of ladder or something, yeah, run Mephisto and Andariel, hoping to get Shaco, and then hoping to get the Arachnid's Mesh from Mephisto. But I wouldn't stick there for like ever. I wouldn't stick at Mephisto forever until you get the Arachnid's Mesh, because boy, I've done when I started off this single player right here years ago, I did thousands, literally thousands of Mephisto runs, and I didn't get a Shaco or an Arachnid's Mesh. And I did thousands more Andariel runs, and it was even more thousands than the Mephisto, because I stopped doing Mephisto and I went, fine, I'll only try to get the Shaco, and I spam farmed Andy for like another 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 or something, and I didn't get a Shaco either in like several. So it would have been like a few thousand Mephisto runs and then like a few more thousand Andariel runs. So, and eventually I just found I actually got a Shaco straight off of Diablo himself doing chaos runs, and then I got the Arachnid's Mesh, or the first one I think, from the pits. So that's what I would recommend. Just do it at first, and hopefully you find them. But once you get your Viper Magi and your Mage Fists, and you'll get like Ariads for your Barbarian and Jalals for your Druid, and this and that and this and that, and all those like uniques that you need to like get your characters rocking and rolling. Once you get those, maybe do 1,000 or something Mephisto runs or something, but don't just like, oh, I farmed Mephisto for 8,700 runs to get one. So that's what I'd recommend. So see, Stoned Diablo 2 guy changed the clock once and it made it so every time I closed the game it would delete any characters I made after that. Oh, interesting. I never had that happen before. I did it one time just to when they first put terrors on the single player. It was like 10 minutes after they made that change, and I started playing. I was like, wait a second, I can just change the clock on my computer. And actually, within an hour of that terror zones being added to single player based upon the clock, I made a video talking about how you could just change the time. But yeah. Galback, yo, man, Galback's in here. Mama Phil was just in here. Man, look at this, look at this. Ooh, welcome in, hun. Yeah, Smolf's up here a minute ago saying, yeah, Mosaic plays like an elemental, or plays like a melee build, but it's all that elemental damage. Mostly, anyways. Yeah, mostly. Viv says that's like saying a Zealer with Holy Fire is a caster. I don't like your analogy. I don't know why. I have no logical way to argue it. I just don't like it. Justin said he found Shaco in Chaos. Yeah, see? That's like I kind of recommend just get out there and blast for a Shaco, right? Kind of my thing. Time for a survey. There you go. Could rock a survey here, huh? Oops. Forgot to pay attention to have my damage up. Yeah, I did see that back there, didn't I? Was it, not superior? Maybe just ethereal I could keep at this point. I definitely have, I have several like 5 and 6 socketed and even 4 socketed like superior battle axes or berserker axes at this point, but yep. Best thing I found in here so far or ever, because I've definitely found high runes. I found my first D-web in here. Crossburns. Crossburns. Yeah, 2 uniques right there. Look at that. Oh man. Pretty much anything you find in the pits I've found in here before, pretty much. Tedris, good to catch me live. Appreciate you. Love the VODs and YouTube videos lately. Appreciate you. You're too kind, Tedris. Too kind. Best PH rhymes you could come up with. Yeah, I did see that, but I didn't know what to do with it. But appreciate the effort. Jeer, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Hayes, man, what's going on? Cremencio, what's up? Think I got that one right. My apologies if I did not. Cold 3D says 94. He's got a 94 Pally and an 89 Sork. No Arachnus Mesh. Yeah, it was I don't know how long exactly, but I didn't get an Arachnus Mesh for a while. I was probably playing on single player for probably 6 months before I found my first Arachnus Mesh. Probably like 6 months of Diablo 2 YouTuber. Yeah, I would say I might have been doing this full-time for a few months. Like, it took me a few months of full-time YouTube making videos and streaming before I found Arachnus Mesh, so. And that was just like blasting, like I said, the Mephisto and stuff, and 85 areas, and Crown Shield, maybe 35 res, 2 sockets. Can make a sick rhyme in that, huh? Maybe. Let's see. James said he'd like to see a video on my opinion on what all the extra poppables in LK, if it's worth it. I know that people say they find stuff all the time from that stuff, and you know, like I said, I've done many thousands, like literally many thousands of LK runs, and I've never gotten a high rune out of anything but a super chest in LK. Many thousands, like I've probably done 5,000 runs where I went around and hit every single poppable within, like, that you could see as you went around. So probably like 6 to 10 per run, depending on which map I had at the time. Extra poppables, and I never got a high rune. I never got anything higher than an ist. Maybe, yeah, maybe a go. Possibly. Most number of huts with a campfire. So you can get 2 campfires on Norman, so you can get 2 huts. So each campfire will have, one hut will have 2 chests, super chests. The other one will have 1 super chest and a weapon rack. I think it's always a weapon rack. So yeah. So the maximum is 6 super chests. Seabot says snow day today. Snow day? Where do you live? It's like 56 degrees outside right now, where I'm at. Yeah, it's supposed to be 58 degrees today in Michigan. Alberta, Canada. All right. Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. Okay, there, Anthony said he was given some stuff, so you're doing like an online grail, only count it if you find it. That's a good idea. Yeah, and that's the thing with it, you know, you can kind of do whatever you want. It's just a thing for fun. So, a for funsies kind of challenge. Viv says snow on its way in the mitten. Yeah, it is true. I was aware. It made my story sound better when I said it's supposed to be 58 today. But I know it is supposed to snow like tonight or something, so. But if I said that as part of my story, it wouldn't fit the narrative I was trying to paint. So I didn't. What was that called? Lying by omission? Nothing I said was incorrect, but I knew it was going to get much colder soon. And this is how people are manipulated, but no. Anthony says, some amazing people in my Discord. So that's some of the Discord people were nice enough to give some stuff. Yeah, the people in my Discord are legit. No joke. Way cooler than I am, even. I'm like, okay, Discord members are way cooler than me. Way cooler. Takavasara. Finished the Enigma in a week doing LK runs on PS5. Guess I was lucky. Yeah, when you say a week, it all comes down to the number of runs. So if you were doing like 50 runs a day for 7 days, then you got super lucky. If you're doing 500 runs a day, then you got like normal luck. Like if you were playing for like 4 hours a day, then you got like normal luck. Yeah, a bunch of people saying get ready for that cold, Phil. Get ready for that cold. Yeah, I meant to get the Christmas lights up already. I know it's early, I know. But I'm sick of putting up Christmas lights when it's like 26 degrees out and windy. So I was gonna put them up like yesterday, and I kind of forgot slash was I did some other things and blah 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 blah, and I didn't check the weather and realize it was supposed to rain all day today and tomorrow. Oh well. See, Tedra said he was hitting LK chests on player 7. They fill up the whole screen. Sometimes they do, yeah. When you hit, especially if you hit the 2 super chests and you get whatever drop pattern comes out when it's just a bazillion items. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely wish there was some loot filter when you have that kind of thing happen. Man, unique rings popping off, huh? This is probably my 5th or 6th unique ring. Maybe it's probably like fifth unique ring since I've been down here. SOJ. Will it into happening? Boom! Ah! I tried my hardest to force it to be an SOJ, but it wouldn't listen. Wouldn't listen. You got to test the heated wipers. Nice. Heated wipers. Where's that? Oh, Boba Fett. What is going on? This legend. Ooh. Welcome in. Welcome in. What an absolute legend. Hopefully you're still in here. I know you're probably just hopping in to say hi. Yep, I'm just working hard. Just working hard, Boba. Where was I? Oh, yeah. A little bit more coffee. Okay, I'll chug it. I kind of don't even want to drink any more coffee, but, like, you can't not finish your coffee, right? You got to. That cup's too small, too. Feels like I'm playing with, like, a kid's tea set. Big double super chest drop. Does that hide runes ever? It can. It can. You gotta watch out. Run in a circle, pick up all the golds, and then like zoom in so you can see. I've had it where, because there's only so much space on the ground, each item takes up one little box on the ground. I've opened the 2 super chests and the items shoot out the door of the hut, you know, because there's just too much stuff. And there'll be like runes and like gems and charms and stuff sitting outside of the hut. Got smoked this week in fantasy football. Oh boy. I don't know if you watched, you probably didn't watch my matchup at all. Let's see, wait a second, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I feel like maybe you had a rough week. It happens. I needed 30 points from Mixon last night to win my matchup, and he got 36. He got 3 touchdowns. Let's go. Oh man, Joe Mixon. Big William said yesterday he's talking about how he never found an SOJ. Instantly ran Nightmare Andy for hours. Oh, ran Nightmare Andy for hours, excuse me. Found one, and then I did Ancient Tunnel Run right after that. Found another one. Oh, let's go. Nice. Yeah, SOJs are just amazing to get. Just amazing. Congrats on that. Justin's not a fan of snow, you say? Yeah, I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Just being in Michigan, I guess you just kind of become indifferent to it, but I don't really like it. Don't really like it. Viv said he scored 199. Nice. Yeah, I was in the one. I think I had 188 or one. I don't remember. I'd have to look. A little bit under what you said you got, though. I'm pretty sure something like that. James says, hit that like button. Good call now. And if no one did on YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like button for me, huh? Appreciate it. Check on something real quick. Okay, just double checking something. Optimus saying snow fine for one day. Yeah, the stuff that's falling now, it probably melts in no time, huh? Around here, anyways. I don't think it's even supposed to be below freezing, but... Tedris says, keeps getting lucky on SOJ. Keep finding them in the Forgotten Towers super chest. Forgotten Tower super chest. There is that one chest. I don't know if it's considered a super chest or not. Maybe it is. I know there's one chest that's kind of super chest-esque. That one, it's at like a teed corner. But yeah, I've never gotten anything great out of those. Like, usually like, the best thing I'll get is like a charm or two, or like a charm and a blood amethyst or something. Do a video on super chest. I mean, the very first video I ever made was on Lower Kuras, so that was quite literally the very first video I ever made. But yeah, as for like chests and stuff in other places, like people can hit them and stuff when they go by, but if it's not something I would ever tell someone to like farm, I'm not going to, you know, I don't know what the type of video to make on it, you know what I mean? Because I would never tell somebody to like farm chests, like, I don't know. Besides the super chests at LK on offline single player. James Shoemaker, sup, Solaire. Going on? What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Give me my health back. Let's see, Taco Varsa. Yeah, you say you were like 4 hours a day. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. 4 hours a day for a week. Make Enigma. I think that sounds about right. About right. Maybe. $14 degrees in freedom units, huh? Gotcha. A little chilly. Arcane super chests, they're fine. You're out there anyway, so you hit them, right? But I think let's see. I can remember getting a Vex one time, and then maybe a couple Mauls, couple Gulls, but I get way more runes from killing the monsters than I do from the chests at the end. Jaws and burrs and ohms and lows and stuff from all the ghosts, and really I get a lot of them from like the goat people, because you can kind of, well, for whatever reason, why really half the ghosts, probably not half, but probably a third of them die off the pathway. Can't control them. They got a mind of their own. What's a plan for this run? The plan is, let's hope for Tyrell's Might, and that's pretty much it. Let's say slay demons, hopefully get lucky here down in the Stony Tombs. Hopefully. That's about it. Yeah, Pinby knows what's up. Tyrell's Might! I'm planning on finding Tyrell's Might on this run. And if I don't find it on this run, I plan on finding it on the next run. And if not then, guess what? The next one. Yeah, everybody likes Trav, Tedris, but yeah, that's another one where how long, I forget how many runs I did, because I never run Trav. I did probably, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 Trav runs with item find barb, and I never got a high rune. 3,000 or 4,000, like, that's like 50 hours or something, like, of not getting a single high rune, like, in my life. Then on one ladder I started ladder with a barb, and I said I'm running Trav until I get a high rune. I'm running it no matter what till I get a high rune. And it took me about 800 runs, and I got a Vex. But then I was like, no, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. And it took me, I was probably on run like, well, I was somewhere over 1,000. I think it was 1,200 or something. I got a burr rune. So yeah. I think that's right. Maybe it was like 600. I got a Vex. Run 600-ish. I got a Vex, and maybe 1,000. I got the burr. I'd have to go back and look at the video. So yeah, that's what. Sometimes you know the numbers, but I mean, when I've done something so many times and it just doesn't work out the way that people, like the numbers that are on a website of the drop odds say this one thing, but it's hard for me to really go, yeah. Like, and I'm not talking, like, it's hard for me to recommend people to do Trav to get runes when I've done 6,000 or 7,000 Trav runs and I've gotten like 2 high runes in my entire life, you know, regardless of like what the websites say the odds are to find a rune from it, you know. It's tough. See, Anathema, what's going on? Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, I usually don't stream on Tuesdays, but I was like, you know what? I just posted that video last night, kind of slash for today. I usually would be working on a video today, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and stream. We'll hit these, why not? I usually don't hit them all. Maybe I'll hit 1 or 2 on the way, but just decided to hit them that time. Norman says, Trav not kind to him as well. Yeah. The way RNG is, I suppose, so like regardless of what the drop odds are, people, you know, you could just not get lucky, right? So maybe that's what happens with me. Could be. Quill rats, Tetris. There you go. Good old quill rat farming. Love to see it. Oh, that's funny. Good old quill rat farming. While they do technically have a slightly higher rune drop chance than other monsters. Can't recommend. Can't recommend. I assume that's partially a joke. Grindy says, good rune luck off of carvers. Yeah, for me, carvers are kind of up there too. And I figure it's because anytime I see a large pack of carvers, I always take them out because it's so easy. So that's it kind of, it's kind of what I recommend too. Just what any monster in hell difficulty that you can kind of like kill as fast as possible is generally the best thing to farm to get runes. That's like I was saying, even though ghosts have the elevated rune drop chance, or I find high runes semi-often anyways on the way down to down in the tower, it's usually from the carvers. It's not usually from the ghosts, because the ghost packs, there'll be like 3 ghosts and you kill them and then you move on. But a carver pack, there'll be like 15 of them and you just like flash with the Nova and they're all dead instantly, right? And then from the goatmen out in the Arcane Sanctuary. They're always in like kind of large packs. They don't drift off of the map like the ghosts do. So really, I probably get most of my runes from, honestly, those goat men. Or, I don't remember what they're called out there, but yeah, density. Density makes the eyes sparkle. There you go. Yeah, I can't. I'm a sucker for dense monster mobs. Oopsie. Sure. Dang it. Thought I teleported. We'll just walk, I guess, at a very slow, frozen pace. Using Doom. Yeah. I got Doom, but then I got a Shaco on instead of the cold thing on the helmet. Nightwings. The extra damage wasn't really helping the kill speed in a noticeable, meaningful way, it seems. So best base for self-wheel infinity, and to use for your merc for other characters. I've never really thought about it to use for both. So what you'd have to do is go look at the elite bases. So you're going to want to use Ethereal for sure. I don't know if it's going to be a Thresher or if it's going to be, I use this Man Catcher, but I don't know what 121 plus 120 or 124 plus 122, so that'd be 246 of total stats. Pretty much what you're going to want to do is look at whatever, like the Ethereal Man Catcher is like the only infinity base that people really make in spears that I'm aware of. So add up the strength and dex requirement for a Thresher, a Great Poleaxe, and whatever, and whichever one has the lowest strength plus dex requirement combined on it is going to be the best base to use if you're going to use it for your mercenary and self-wielding. I used Man Catcher, but like I said, it's 246, but I don't know what the other ones are. I thought the other ones were more, but I'm not sure. Not sure. I never really added it up. And just an FYI, you'll look it up on, if you look up the requirements, like on a website, it's going to have the normal requirements. And it'll still come up with the right answer if you just use those. But ethereal versions have 10% or 10 less max, or 10 less required strength, right? To equip them, just an FYI, which is cool. But if you just add up the numbers that are actually on the website, you should come up with the same answer. Strength and dex is havoc. Okay, I guess I never really looked into the dex part of it, because really strength is always the limiting factor. So a few people said sound like they think that Man Catcher, if you had to only make one infinity and you were going to self-wield it too, they seem to think that the ethereal Man Catcher is the choice. Shoot a druid with 20 to energy. Seems nice and relaxing for PVM. Yeah, and this is, oh sorry, someone asked a minute ago. I was trying to spit out my answer for the other question. This is players 3 difficulty. So yeah, if you wanted to, and you're rocking down here, you literally don't have to cast any tornadoes. You can just tele-stomp people and then just stand there till everything dies. Like right now, I'm not casting any tornadoes. I'm just tele-stomping and then sitting still till everything drops. Oop. Gonna want to have your hurricane up though. You do a lot more damage with your hurricane if you're actually having your hurricane actively spinning. What's the hurricane damage? I don't remember. I think it's only like 3k or something. Yeah, 3k. But it's almost the min max is almost like identical, so it just is like tick, tick, tick. TMCG, yeah. If you're using a polearm, the mercenary still uses it the same, no matter what, you know, even though it's spear skill or whatever you're saying there. So. Do I myself use the man catcher for self-wield? I did for a very long time. I ended up making another Infinity on single player for self-wielding. But for probably at least a year on single player, anytime I play Nova Sorceress or something like that, I would self-wield the man catcher, yeah. So really, if let's say you're using a Nova Sorceress and you're self-wielding the man catcher, if you're going any of the, pretty much as long as you're not going around like souls, you're gonna be fine. Like you can do Chaos Sanctuary, that like fine, but I was having some problems when I was pushing to 99. I actually died a few times because I would get like mana burn, hit by souls, and like I wasn't rocking. I had it set up as like a Magic Find version, so I could actually try to find some stuff along the way. But yeah, I got caught a couple times and it was real frustrating. So I ended up making a scythe. Yeah, I ended up going Shaco over Nightwings because the like little bit of. So first of all, the best Nightwings I've found out of like probably 6 or 7 I've found on offline single player, the best one I found so far was 11%. So I decided instead of having that plus cold skill damage that whether I was wearing it or not wearing it, it was taking 2 ticks to kill like the skeletons. And then it was taking 3 ticks, I think, to kill the bugs, whether I was wearing the Nightwings or not. So even though it was doing more damage, like the bugs, the tick was like this big with the Shaco, and it was like this big with the Nightwings. But it still took 3 because there would just be a little bit of health left. You know what I'm saying? So since the min and max is almost identical, the more damage didn't like speed it up at all. If you get what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have a good point up here answering Scott's question there. Yeah, you can self-wield an Ethereal Infinity as long as you don't attack with it, so if you're strictly casting, so yeah. And Eric down here, yeah, the new, the Trapsing can self-wield Infinity now, that they fixed that, so. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that you want the fastest base for the Assassin, if that's a matter for you. So I guess technically then, if you want to ever use on the Assassin, you can be a little bit better off using the Man Catcher then, right? Because that's the fastest base. Trashio, welcome in. Or sockets? Smallps here says, in his opinion, if you're only going to make one Infinity, make it in a Scythe. Because if you're using Infinity on your Mercenary, just completely forget about his damage, because you're going to do so much damage yourself. I can see the argument there. Oh, yes. Let's go! Woo! Hype. Love it, fellas. Ohm Rune. We can make something with that. We can figure it out. That's a good run. That's a good one right there. Oh my gosh. Love it, Carity. Love it. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Love it. The best high rune farmer there is, fellas. The hurricane only druid. See that double tick? Killed everything. Love it. Okay. Sky Spirit. Give me that 6 NATO. Ah, next time. Build good for cows. It could be good for cows. I don't know. Cows have a lot of health, so I don't remember how good it is for cows. Like if this would be really good for players 3 cows or not. I would say players 8, they're probably gonna have too much health. Huh. Maybe we'll hop into a cow run, just see how it does with what I got set up right here. I just kind of feel like it. Just feel like it. How's your CTA? I got a 5-5, so on offline single player, you can't hope for much better than that. That is one that I had to make. I made a call to arms and it rolled like 2-2, and then I made another one that ended up being 5-5. Where would the portal be? I don't know. Over here? I got some feeling it's over here. Nope, wrong. Wrong. Yeah, I have a feeling this isn't gonna go great. Got a feeling. Okay, never mind. We're not even gonna find the portal. Never mind. We'll try. Oh, it's right here. I remember now. Just how fast/slow it's killing this stuff. I got a bad, but we'll try it out. Shellac saying the best from Romania. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Luco, I'm on players 3. You say you're running this in LOD, huh? Interesting. Okay. Oop. Not the fastest, but still, I mean, you just sit here and tick, 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 tick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 ticks kills some of them and then 5 on the other. So I wasn't throwing any, I was throwing no NATOs either, so. Ralrune, let's go! Yeah, it works alright. I'll put it on the alright category. And then if you were, you could set up a little bit different too. In this case, it might be beneficial to throw that Night Wings on. Old physical. Oh boy, that's a rough roll for this guy. Ah, yeah, tactical, yeah. Yep, that's the same thing I was thinking. Because you didn't need it in Stony Tombs, but out at Cows, the extra damage is probably going to be, like, definitely needed. Oh, Amulet. Man, Mara's right off the bat. Let's go. 70 Fire Absorb. Yeah, definitely throw some NATOs with this one for sure. Yeah, don't work too bad. Not too bad. Doom's kind of low rolled. Yeah, I do remember. Doesn't it roll 40 to 60 and I got like a 42? Of course I did. Oh well. I don't remember exactly how it rolls, but I thought it was something like that. 40 to 60, 40 to 50, maybe. I'll just make another Doom. They're pretty cheap, right? I did just find a gnome. Hell, low cham. They're inexpensive. At least I can just make another one. Just kidding. We'll take out a couple more big packs here. I don't have to do a full clear. We'll hop back to doing the whatchamacallit. Crusader bow. All right, all right. Do you think terror zones ruin a bit of the Grail like accomplishment? It does a little bit. I don't know if I guess you could say cheapens it, or it just makes it quicker. Maybe you could argue that it makes it more accessible even to more people, so maybe it's better for it depending on who you are. Kind of up to your whatchamacallit, outlook or whatever. Ever made Breath of the Dying? Not on offline single player. I made one online, but I mean Zods. The last time I made a Breath of the Dying, I think of Vexes and Zods were the same like trade value. So yeah, and that was on LOD the last time I made a Breath of the Dying. It was online. Just trading for them, so. If I make another one, Mike R says it'll be a 41 Doom. I appreciate the optimism. 41, huh? Oh, I got the Nightwings on still. I guess I can kind of show 1, 2. Well, I guess those ones hit twice. These guys, 1, 2 ticks took out the skeletons every time. That's the thing, like it does more damage, but because it only takes the same number of like ticks essentially. The good old stony tombs. Let's go. It's too easy, fellas. It's too easy. That was not a repeat. That is not a repeat. The most god tier rune farmer there is. Hop down in the stony tombs, get the hurricane spinning. Now I guess I do gotta make something with these ohms, huh? I thought there was no. Now the rune high sitting over there. I'm gonna have to make another video soon, cubing up all my high runes. Hacker. There we go. Gotta roll another Doom now. Yeah, the Chams is the hard part for the Doom, man. They're not expensive online, really, but offline single player. Should I go run the World Stone Keep? I didn't notice it was World Stone Keep terrorized right now. I have minus 51 lightning res. Should I go do the World Stone Keep? Let me know in chat. I'm obviously kidding. I'm not doing the World Stone Keep with this build. This is put together specifically for this place where I don't have to worry about souls blowing me up. Yeah. Do you want to see me die this close right here to leveling? Do you want to see it? Cham will probably drop now. Maybe. Oh yeah, let me go put the Shaco back on. Yeah, chat's trying to kill me here. What's going on? Favorite mob is souls. No. No, no, no.
All right.
Brad, yo, thank you for the $2.
Brad Kittle donated $2 through Super Chat. Do it.
No. No. Thank you for the channel support, though, Brad. You absolute Chad. Brad the Chad. 2 ohms in 10 minutes. Yeah, it would have been... It was back-to-back runs, wasn't it? Like, if you don't count that one cow run I went and did. Did I find the ohm rune and then went and did cow runs? Did 1/4 of a cow run? And then hopped in the next run and found another ohm rune? I think that's how it went. Arcane, Worlds Don't Keep Arcane was online, says Smaltz. Yeah, I don't know if I'd seen that before or not. So, maybe not with that one. I think I have seen something similar, like not back to back the same Terror Zone, but like the Terror Zone with one split in the middle, the same one twice like that. Pretty sure I've seen that. Maybe I'm just making it up in my head. Cross-platform PC with PS4. No, you can't. Different consoles and like PC and the different consoles and stuff. You can't play with people at the same time. I could log into my account, my online account on a console or something, but then console people, like PS5 people, can only play with PS5 people. Xbox can only play with Xbox. The Cham's hiding in the World Stone Keep, SDSS says. It could be, and it's going to remain there. I hate the World Stone Keep. Totally not worth it. Not worth the effort. One thing I don't pick up and identify that most people would. Gluten kills. Let's see. What don't I pick up that most people would? Most people. I don't know. I can't really think of anything. Like, there's some, like, obscure stuff that people would pick up an ID for, like... But... I can't really think of anything offhand that I've, like, sworn... actually, there is one thing. I never pick up large charms. I just don't do it. With the exception of, like, the first week of ladder. Because in the first week of ladder, if you find, like, a 15 life large charm, you're like, oh, yes, this is sick. But yeah, I don't pick... large charms, I hate them. The maximum magic find on a large charm, speaking of, we'll identify right now. The max magic find on a large charm is 6. That's the most magic find you can get. You can get 7 on a small charm. Doesn't make much sense. One good large charm, the torch. Yeah, you can make an argument. I think for melee characters, I think that large charms are technically... Let me think here. You can get 6. I can't remember how they roll. But you can have, they can be okay for melee stuff, but I don't hardly ever play melee. You know, max damage, attack rating, life wise, or something else. I can't remember for sure, but or actually I think, let's see, large charms can get like 5 to strength, right? That's what I think it is. I think if you want max damage, attack rating, like strength, then large charms are like the best. Maybe I'd have to double check on that. Don't quote me on that. Because I think you can get like 640 with like 5 to strength. So technically you can get 1 more to strength relative to having equal number of slots taken up by small charms. Which is a very obscure thing to do, but... Large charms for LLD. Yeah, there you go, Trash. Not exactly my strong suit is knowing everything about low level and mid level dueling and stuff, but yeah. Havoc say go for those grand charms, 12 MS, 45 to life. Ooh, man. Yeah, and Sunil up here, yeah, it says grand charms max attack rating life. Yeah, because let's see, grand charms. with all three things rolled like that, can the Grand Charms actually have up to like, is it 10 or 12? Or is that take a dual roll and then you can't get life on it? I don't really remember for sure. I'd have to take another look at the info on that one. With life, 12 without. Got it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Saffron's strong suit is not knowing anything. Well, we all know that, Saffron. We all know that. Colossus Blade of Quickness. Oh. Good old Tal's Orb. 2/2/2. Oh, the opposite of that. Norm's a big fan of 3/20/20s. Oh yeah, for sure. Same here. I love small charms that are worth like 30 jaw runes or more. Pendra says MF hit recovery charms. Oh, do it. Ethereal. Still not ethereal. Reaper's Toll is a cool item though. 195 roll. Yeah, it is what it is. Wish I could get ethereal though, but still cool item to find right there. Reaper's Toll. Got enough of those already, that's for sure, but still cool. Got me excited for a second, but was hoping for ethereal. Gluten says you're a true scavenger if you're picking up large charms. Yeah, well, early on in ladder, you know. Gotta do what you gotta do. I got all plain 7s here. Heart of the Oak and a Berserker Axe. And I actually have a Doom on, so for the minus cold damage on the Hurricane. Morpheus. Maximum cold damage. Ooh. Just not with the Nightwings, though. Decided to go with the Shaco. Norman said he found a 3/18/18, closest he got. I found a 2/20/20 before on ladder. I gave it away on stream. When I was looking it up, I looked it up on Tradery, and they were trading for even the 2/20/20s. Which was trading for like 2 burr runes at the time, and then the 3/20/20s were trading for like 35 or something. You know, ridiculous. No one wants to slum around with a 2/20/20. Everyone wants the perfect ones, of course. Which I guess makes sense, but C-Bot said he had full so you're saying you had multiple full inventories of 3/20/20s? So you had the equivalent of like 1,000 burr runes worth of small charms on 2 characters? Impressive. All legit. That's all legit found, right? 2/20/20 amulet for a day. Well, I guess technically I didn't really think about that, but I was talking about a 2/20/20 small charm, but technically that amulet, that sorcerer's amulet, was a 2/20/20 amulet I found, or I made that one time. 2/20 Sork with it had like 23 to strength, something like that. Well, yeah, C-Bot, I kind of knew that if you have that many of something that costs that many burr runes, you know, obviously you got it on JSP or something. You can't find 1,000 burr runes. I don't think you could run a... Well, actually, I don't know how fast bots find runes, but... $15K for each full inventory set of them, huh? Don't know if that's good or not. Keegan says we slaying. Ooh. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, Tedros. I do know you leave them on when you sleep and stuff, but I don't know, like, if you go to bed and wake up in the morning, is your bot gonna have like 3 Baroons, or is your bot gonna have like 27 Baroons, or is your bot gonna have 170 Baroons, or 1,000 of them? Like, I have no idea. You know, I would assume your bot would have something like, well, not 100. You know, I assume it would be like a few of them, but I'm not really sure. You know, I don't know anything about bots really. No, nothing about it. 2 to 3 high runes per night. So, somebody says is what they think. Gotcha. Per bot, I'm sure. Grizzly says he thinks it's 1 to 3 a day. So that's about the same as what someone else said 2 to 3. So 1 to 3, 2 to 3. Gotcha. So that's enough. That's enough information. Yeah. Enough bot talk. Have to head out. All right, peace out, James. Best of luck. Hopefully my luck continues. I mean, a couple of Baroons or a couple of Omrunes already. Pretty good luck, I'd say. Ooh. Off the wrong monster, so it couldn't be Tyrell's Might anyways. Oh, ready for the Enigma. Underrated. Look at this life. 75 to life. Low requirements. High defense. All right, maybe it's rated exactly where it should be, actually. That's an armor that I used to use, like, early on, back in the day. Like, oh, I get a bunch of life and a bunch of defense. Or I'll, like, throw it on my mercenary before I can get even treachery or anything. Nope, wasn't paying attention. Almost died. Thanks a lot, chat. Oh yeah, don't let me forget about my kid today, too. You guys forgot to remind me. I almost forgot to pick my kid up from school yesterday. And it can't be my fault. It's always somebody else's fault. Thanks a lot, chat. Picket settings are key. Makes sense? Good old picket settings. Beal says, World Stone Terrorized, you're not running it? I have minus 51 lightning res, and you want me to go do World Stone Keep. Hard pass. Hard pass. That's not what my build's doing. It's not what I made it for. Yeah, and look at my experience. Look where my experience is at. We were talking about this a minute ago, Beal. I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna go run World Stone Keep with my experience right at this level. Would not be the best choice at this moment. And minimum 35 attack rating. Okay. Blame Kane. Good, maybe. Ethrune. Now I'll stick with blaming you guys. Let's hit the sarcophaguses this time. Maybe we'll get lucky. All these poppables, right? Ain't I supposed to get high runes out of here? Beetles don't eat you up with that lightning res. No, I got this cyclone armor. Cyclone armor in between my bear and the mercenary, they kind of eat a lot of the lightning, so. Yeah, for some reason I don't take like any of the lightning damage. I don't think I'm missing anything. There isn't something here that has like a bunch of lightning absorbed that I'm forgetting about. No, just that maxed out whatchamacallit. Doesn't matter. So, link at the top of the YouTube description for the exact, pretty much exact build I'm using right here. Just I'm using a Shaco instead of a Nightwings. I mean, I could tell you though, pretty much for more damage, almost the only thing you can do is pretty much get, the only thing I would recommend, get a better Doom, because I have an almost anti-perfect Doom. Oopsie, bad roll. But, and you could throw on a Nightwings, would be a little bit more. But besides that, I have pretty much the most damage you can get on it, pretty much. I mean, short of like, you could get rid of your Enigma and put in a 4-faceted armor or something ridiculous, but I could not recommend doing that. Let's see. Ornate plate. Here's one that I throw on my mercenary. You know, when you can't use that CV, 20 to strength on here. You can throw in more amethyst to get more strength. You can throw in any charms or any jewels you get, or you can just throw in rubies to get more life on your mercenary. You can throw in Ral or something else to get resistances here, so you get strength. Underrated. Throw that on early on your mercenary. Get that strength up to use that CV early on. Underrated, fellas, I'm telling you. Before you get that Lemrune. If you find one of those, don't sleep on it. Ormus, ooh, there you go. I was just thinking in my head, doesn't Mavina's, if you have the glove and the gloves and the belt, do you get like plus 15 cold skill damage or something? That just popped into my head. Does anyone know that partial set bonus offhand? Or, I guess I could just Google it real quick. I do have a computer right here after all. Literally computer, literally right, literally here. Mavina's. Pull this up over here. We'll take a look together. We'll take a look together. Ads, ads, ads. How do you look at the partial set bonus here? Or set item 2. 1 to all skills. No, I'm not using that. Oh, there is no 2-piece for this. Full set bonus. Well, you don't want to do that. Should I wear the full Mavina set to get plus 20% cold skill damage? Legit. So I'd have to use the bow. Maybe that's not a good idea. I thought it was maybe a 2-piece. It was a good thought while it lasted. Max said he would totally do that. Totally. Full Mavina's Druid. Let's go! Forget the minus 60 cold res that you get from the Doom and the Monarch. Let's get plus 20% cold damage.
Mm.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about the added cold skill damage that, or added cold damage that adds to the melee attack or whatever. I was thinking if I could throw on like the gloves and the belt, if the gloves would give me. I knew it was on the gloves, but I didn't realize it was full set bonus. I was like, wait a second, can I get another 20% just by taking off the FCR here and here? But nope. Doesn't work. Venus needs a bit of an overhaul. Really, it's not as bad as. I don't think it's really all that terrible, to be honest. The Venus, it's not great. It's not great, but it's probably pretty close to this build right here. Honestly, the full Venus. I did it for a video before. I did a bunch of runs where I was going here, I was going ancient tunnels. So, and I think it was pretty similar. Of course, you have to aim, though, which is a big negative in my book. Having to aim. Oof. Plus, I mean, how cheap is full Venus set, right? To trade for? And you find the green diadem everywhere. Just everywhere. Me, anyways. Max said he was saying this looks like modded resurrected. Just because I'm using this Hurricane Druid. Interesting. TMCG over here praying that the D2 gods drop me a cham. I see, the thing is I have another cham. I don't know how many I got though. If I have one now, or if I got more than one. Just don't want to use it at the moment. Could make plague with a cham. Yeah, that was one thing that was kind of in the loop of thinking about making that. See, Infractus says, remember using Atma's armor? Like Atma's whale, putting a topaz in the burrs. Oh, didn't realize that it didn't do MF when it was in the bow. Nice. Nice, yeah, burst that was where it was at back in the day. Let me double check and see what I got, huh? Where's my rocks at? Where's my rocks at? Found it. Feel said he likes the cold or the fire druid, huh? Not a big fan of fire. Personally. Wait, I have no chams? Wait a second. I thought I had a cham rune sitting in here. Am I blind or? I'm not blind. Low, 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 low. Huh. So I guess I used my cham. I know I put one in an Ariat, and I put one in the Doom. I've only found the 2 cham runes? Dang, yo. Maybe it did poof on me. Everyone go back and watch every one of my drop highlight videos from the last 3.5 years and let me know how many cham runes I found. The Zod rune never poofed though. Cube the 2 jaws together. Boy, I can't do that. I'm one away from making a last wish. I can cube these 2 burr runes together, and then I can make a last wish. Oh well. Am I blind? There's not one down here. Did I move it somewhere? I don't know. Oh well. I'll stop staring at it. Huh. This kind of confuses you when you think you know something and you really don't know it. So everyone thinks I should cube together 2 jaws to make a cham, huh? I'm kidding. Just kidding. 2:30 at the moment. All right, we got another hour at least. Not a cham millionaire. Nope. I need to find another cham rune then, huh? Patrick said need stackable runes and stuff. Yeah, I would be on board with that. I guess there's probably some kind of technical difficulty to why they don't do that or blah, blah, blah. But I mean, they do it in the different mods and stuff, and it seems to work out. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'd be on board with. The quality of life stuff that doesn't actually change the gameplay of D2, really. Loot filters, some kind of stacking or a currency page or whatever people decide they think is the best way to deal with not having to have a bunch of mules to hold runes on and stuff. Or keys. Amrune. Ammon rune. Hellforge plate. I get 6 stealth out of that. Change it to 5. See how it goes. I don't ever run players 5 no matter what, so I would say it's probably not worth even running. So I know it's not going to work good on players at 7, so even if it did okay on players 5, I would say still do players 3 pretty much. Like the no drop chance doesn't change enough to even, like, in my opinion, really worry about it. Between 3 and 5, I mean. Corman PD2 has it. Yeah, I know some of the mods got it, but yeah, unfortunately those mods, they all those mods jump the shark so far. They pretty much, all those mods jump the shark like 3 times in a row. Unfortunately. Less storage means more accounts to sell. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I really, honestly, I doubt it's really that. I think it's probably more of like the time it would make, like they'd have to pay someone to do that. And since D2R is essentially in maintenance mode, like they just don't have any developers that they're paying to develop things like that, you know? They have like some guy, and this is just my guess, I don't know this, but if I had to guess, there's like 1 or 2 people that it's like their part-time job to keep an eye on the D2R servers. Like, that's my speculative guess of not knowing exactly how much manpower it would take to do this or that or whatever, you know what I mean? Pets that run around and pick up gold. My God, no. No, we need to not have pets in Diablo 2. No pets. Wolfen, welcome in. Entire new line of coding. They can't do that, right? I just think that they're kind of past that thing for D2R here. I just think they're kind of past, you know, adding stuff to it or changing a bunch of things and this and that. Like D2R was never a long-term, like, you know, extension of the franchise, you know what I mean? It's just a thing that they did to kind of hype up D4 essentially. And it worked pretty good, right? Worked pretty good. I'm at least happy that the remake was like, I think D2R is one of like the best video game remakes like ever remade, pretty much. So at least I'm happy about that. Why is chat on replay? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that, Max. Don't know what you mean. Final Fantasy VII, maybe? I never played Final Fantasy VII, but Final Fantasy VII, I mean, it's a completely different game, though. Like, it's not anything like the old one, from what I've seen. Like, nothing like the old one. So I almost feel like it's not even a remake. It's like I mean, it is a remake, but D2R is more of a remaster than like a remake, because it's all the same story and the same skills with like some balancing changes and stuff, but it's kind of like a pseudo I guess D2R I would say isn't really a remake. It's like a pseudo remaster. Missed Blue Monarch. Oh, I missed a J-mod back there, huh? Yeah, maybe I'll have to go back and check that, because it's guaranteed to be a J-mod, so. Where was it? Further? This ain't a J-mod. It's chat's fault. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Anthony said he was disappointed with the Final Fantasy VII remake. I was disappointed when I heard it was going to be 3 separate games released over the course of like a decade or whatever, and that it was a completely different game. I thought it was going to be, you know, like the same game, but just, you know, looking cooler. But yeah, just me. Shawarma, what's going on? Welcome in. Remake of OG Diablo? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, huh? It's not impossible, I guess, huh? Not impossible. How was that not a J-mod? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Got unlucky, I guess. Sounds like Tedris not a big fan of the Final Fantasy VII remake, so maybe a little bit of a mixed bag on if people like it or not. Yeah, I don't know that I never heard other people's opinions on it, but I just know when I was like super stoked to get it or whatever, or how I would figure out how I would play it, and I was like, oh, it's 3 different games? Like, oh, never mind, this is not an actual like remake of Final Fantasy VII. It's just a different game with kind of a Final Fantasy VII skin on it. So, okay. Kind of like all the, well, never mind, I won't say that. That'll upset people too much. Never mind. Double check around. I don't know if I was paying attention when I was teleporting around here. Crostas said already triggered. My apologies. Beal says Final Fantasy X for the win. 11 was epic for those that played it. Was 11 the online one, or was 11? I can't remember. I think I played. Maybe it was 12. I'm thinking of. I don't remember which one. Oh, 11 was, yeah, the online one. Okay, I'm thinking of 12 then. 12 was okay, but I never played 11. 10, Final Fantasy X, I did not like. I couldn't get into it. The first time I tried to play it, I played it for like 2 hours, and I didn't get past the cutscenes. You're just spamming skip. Like, the first time I tried playing it, I actually went to watch the cutscenes. And I think the game started off with an hour and a half straight of cutscene. And that, like, if you actually sat there and watched it without just skipping. And then the next time I tried to play it, I just skip. And I played it for like probably 4 or 5 hours. And I like barely fought anything. And I was like, okay, well, like, what's the point of this game? Yeah, it's just a cutscene. You click a couple buttons for like a fight, and then a bunch of cutscenes again. Yeah, I did not like Final Fantasy X at all. So, cutscene era of 2002. Yeah, they really overdid the cutscenes in that thing, to where you're not even playing a game. You're just watching a computer-generated movie. Get immersed in it. Yeah. See. The thing is I know it's not real, so I can't really get immersed in fake things. I'm not a big fan of immersed in atmosphere and this and that, like, stuff. I'm a big fan of, like, playing games. But yeah. Scott, Final Fantasy X was the best Final Fantasy. Ooh. Disagree. Cassandra, welcome in. Let's see. Max says that's pretty much what Final Fantasy 13 is. It's like all cutscenes, you're saying? I don't know if I played 13. Oh wait, no, I did. I did play 13. I don't know if I ever beat it though. Like, I don't think I played it all the way through. I tried to get my daughter to play it, and she did for a little bit, but she kind of likes the cutscenes more than, she didn't like having to actually play the game. She would rather like watch the cutscenes pretty much. So there you go. Grinding that grind for the SOJ. Best of luck. Been hearing a lot of people saying they've been getting some good SOJ luck lately, so hopefully that rubs off for you. X-2. I feel like I tried X-2 as well. Weren't they? Oh my gosh! I remember in X-2, you would, because it was only girls, right? Which is fine. But then when you'd cast spells, it would be like fire dress and stuff. And then they would be like, oh, they're putting on their other costume and it's like fire with their dress. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is like a pseudo dress up doll game. Like, what is this? They would like transform into like their other dresses and like have a hat that matched their outfit. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, that's too much for me. Like, I don't care if it's all girls, but like, that's just too much. Too much for me. Other people can like it, but that's, you know, like I said, not my thing. Tedra says Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, I don't think I tried that one. Because that one's more of like the old school graphics, right? Isn't that like a mobile? Not mobile, but I feel like that was... You probably get it for your phone nowadays, but... Wasn't that like PS1? Like, old school, like... Game Boy looking graphics? Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I'm second guessing myself already. Oh no, it was PS1. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see, I remember everything. Never forget. Trash says only a fan of burnt steak, tofu, and the Goo Goo Dolls. Sounds like a great night out. Go to nice take Dorothy Mantooth to a nice sit-down restaurant. Get her some well-done steak with some tofu and sit up on the hill at the concert venue and rock out to some Goo Goo Dolls. Ooh. Opinion on Final Fantasy 9. I thought 9 was pretty good. 7, 8, 9 were definitely the best Final Fantasies that I played. I'm not like some crazy... I don't want to say crazy, not the right word. I'm not like a hardcore dedicated Final Fantasy like stan or anything though. Like I played 7 was the first one I played, and then I played 8, and then I played 9, and then I played 10. 10 was a disaster. Then the one was only online, and I was like, nope, not playing that. And then I played 12, and it was okay. I think I beat that one super easy, if I'm not mistaken. I think I played 13, and then didn't beat it. I just kind of stopped playing it after a while. So yeah. Yeah, somebody got the Dorothy Mantooth call out. Somebody got it. Mad Dog Kurt, welcome in. Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Final Fantasy 13 had a 6-hour tutorial. Nice. Yeah, I don't remember that, but... Yeah, Final Fantasy 9 I thought was pretty good. I don't know. I almost think that Final Fantasy 8 was like my favorite one, to be honest. The only thing I didn't like is that you couldn't do anything like Chocobo related. You had to buy whatever expansion or whatever it was, and I didn't have it, and I feel like it was like super expensive because you had to like buy it on eBay when everyone only had dial-up internet, so like there was hardly anybody selling it. Yeah, when I bought Final Fantasy 7, it was I think it was $115 for Final Fantasy 7 on eBay when I got it, because there was no other way to get it, you know, so. Let's see. Patrick saying 9 has amazing atmosphere. Not a big atmosphere guy, but I did kind of like that, you know. Good old Vivi. I wonder if it's... Oh yeah, I looked for it before. Hold on a second. I don't remember what I did with it. In art class back in the day when I was in high school, I did a painting of like Vivi that was like kind of like realistic sort of looking from one of the cutscenes. When he was like looking up at like a rocket coming in or something. It was so sick. Softim, what's up? Junction system. Was that the Final Fantasy VIII, like the where you would draw like the magic or whatever? Junction. I can't remember. I don't remember the terminology. It's been a long time since I played them, to be honest. The Final Fantasies. Long time. Maybe that's what I'll do. I've been thinking about something to play off stream, like for fun. Maybe I'll play some of the Final Fantasies again. Oh man, well, okay. Some highlighting fire, gold find. I mean, that's cool. Tedris saying, yeah, 9 is a good one. Yeah, I think those the PS1 versions are the best personally. So I feel like, and you know, I could never say for sure. I'd never get in their heads, you know, and know exactly what they're thinking, but they really cared way more about the graphics than they did about making better gameplay, it seemed, once they got into PS2 and stuff. When the graphics really are not the least important, but it's not as important as like having great graphics in a bad game, you know what I mean? Isn't the most important thing. Wasteland series. Nope. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. Beal says Final Fantasy X, D2, and Madden with Vic on the cover. Your whole gaming youth. Nice. See, maybe this tells me how old I am. I was a bigger fan. I didn't really like the Madden games as much as the original NFL like series of games. NFL 95 was legit. And then I had Madden 97. I did not like Madden as much as the NFL ones. NFL 95 was my jam. That's where it was at. I think it had NFL 95. I think it had Joe Montana for the Chiefs on the cover. I think the cover, I'm pretty sure, for NFL 95 was Joe Montana on the Chiefs, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, leveled up. Didn't even notice. Wasn't paying attention. What was so sick about it is you could take free safeties and put them in at running back and stuff like that. It was so cool. What was I doing here now? I guess we're just going pumping that up a little bit, huh? We'll go more vitality, I guess. What was up here? What was up here? Anything good? Give her a zoom just to make sure. Rune. NFL Street. Never played that one. The whole like different Street series for basketball and football and stuff. Never played those. Boy, I'm totally gonna do that. I'm totally gonna play these Final Fantasies. I already got them. They don't cost anything. I just gotta pull the... Wait, do I still have a PlayStation of any kind? I might still have my PS2, I think. Saffron, you missed all the drops today, bro. I got Ohm Runes on back-to-back... 2 of them on back-to-back runs of the Stony Tombs. Legend. Diablo too good of a game to throw away? Oh, of course, yeah. That's, you keep that till the day you die, for sure. Hopefully I wonder if my memory card is still good. Probably is. So I had this crazy memory card for PS1. It was a memory card that had a little screen on it, actually. And it had 64 regular memory cards on it. So you would like cycle through. There was A, B, and C. There was like 3 sections. And then each section had, maybe it wasn't 60, I don't remember the number exactly, but it had something like that. Like 60 memory cards, like separate memory card sections on it. And yeah. Hopefully that still works. Can play on PC. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna rebuy all these games that I already have. Like, that defeats the purpose. That defeats the purpose of playing these old games again. I'm too cheap to buy a game again. Get out of town. Get out of town. Mr. Rich Boy here. Yeah, I don't know where it came from. I don't know who bought it, if my parents bought it, or if maybe me and my brother like split the price of it and bought it. I thought that was another home run for a second. I feel like my parents paid for it. Yeah, Trash, that's probably how many was on there, for sure. For sure. No max mana druid. Yeah, no, I'm not max mana anymore. I toned off of that. Went half and half, and I probably could have split it. I probably only needed about a third of points into energy to keep it up. But I don't feel like respecing again, and I haven't had even anything close to a survivability issue the whole time, so. Yeah, I found a couple good things. A bunch of people at the same time kind of asked, not a bunch, but about a half dozen here. I got 2 Ohm runes on like back-to-back runs of the Stony Tombs here. So I did a run in the Stony Tombs, and then I went and just tried the build in a different location. Like, nope. And then save and exited, came back to this Stony Tombs and found another Ohm rune. So, yeah. PS5 hard pass. Aren't PS5s expensive? They're probably cheaper now, but the closest thing to what you just mentioned there I would ever do is perhaps get a capture card, and I could stream the old games off of my PS1. Man, imagine if I had been playing like D2R off of Steam this whole time or something, or someone who plays D4 and they didn't buy it but they play it off of Steam. Isn't Steam like 10 or 15, or isn't it like $15 a month or $18 a month or something for Steam? Let me Google it real quick. Oh, one of you guys know. I know you guys all have Steam. So let's just say it's $15 a month for Steam. So that would be, let's see, what's 3 times 6? Boy, that would cost... Steam is free. So it's free to play all games on Steam. I thought Steam was like, you pay a monthly fee and then you can play the games that they have on Steam. Or on Steam, you have to pay to download the games from Steam. Pay for the games you want. Okay, so Steam is just pay to download the games from the internet. So it's just an app that you use to download the games on. Okay. I was thinking it was like Xbox Pass or something. Not. Same as BNet launcher. Perfect explanation for a simpleton like me. Perfect explanation. Huh. So yeah, no, I would definitely not rebuy Final Fantasy VII then, since I already have it. If I just would have to pay for it again. It'd be much cheaper just to buy a PS1 on eBay for like $2. Wonder how much PS1s go for nowadays. They're probably collector's items now, huh? They're probably like $200. Look it up real quick. Let me look it up real quick. See what oh my gosh. Light mode. Get out of town. Why does any website have this? $100? What? No way. Let me change this to sold items here. There's no way. I know you guys can't see this, but not the games, the console. Wait, what was that? Oh my gosh, PS1 games? What is this? This is super important. $30. So console only for 30 bucks. $50 plus $15 shipping for a PS1 with one controller. $60 for two controllers? Get out of here. What a ridiculous. For a PS1. That's how much PS1s go for on eBay. They're like 60 bucks. Unbelievable. Oh, why is there a light mode? Gotta get rid of this. My gosh. Why are they so expensive? Why are PS1s and PS2s? The PS2s were even more expensive. That's crazy. I would not have expected that. The PS2s were like $75. Old games not supported? I feel like most old games you can just buy them for PC now, or you can just play them online and stuff. I don't know. I guess maybe some of the more obscure, less popular games. I guess. Yeah, emulators and stuff. That's what I figured. There was some way to play like mostly anything. Like, what? Guess I could be wrong. Legends of Dragons. Sounds familiar, but yeah, I don't know if that's when I played. But yeah, it could be stuff like that. Just all us middle-aged people that all have reasonable, not everybody, but a lot of people have reasonable jobs now and pay money for the nostalgia, I suppose. Boy, I think I might still have the PS2, but I don't think I have my PS1 anymore. Unfortunate. I guess I should have kept it and sold it now. I didn't realize it'd be such a collector's item. What's got going on over here? Oh, Trex coming in with a raid of 41 Slayers. Appreciate you for the raid. Thank you so much, and welcome in everyone over there from Trick Stream. Appreciate you. We're rocking max cold damage hurricane today, so yeah. You got tricks. Legendary. Appreciate you. Whoopsie. 2 to Dex Charm. See, that's what we're looking for today. Still Tyrell's Might hunting. Gotta find this one last item for the Holy Grail. Hello, Trix. Welcome in. Cheers to you. DP saying why PS2 is more than PS1 because it's twice as much. I mean that does check out. That does check out. Gamble gear only Barb, huh? So you're doing like a challenge playthrough type of deal, yeah. Gotcha. Best of luck on that one. Gamble only, huh? You almost need to gotta do a bunch of gold finding, I guess, huh? Gamble only Barb. That sounds like that's pretty much how you play Diablo 2, like pre-LOD. Gamble only. I did a old school playthrough. I grabbed my original disc from D2, the 1.03 patch, which is like a month after the game launched, and you just gamble uniques all day. Not all day, but like one out of, what does it come out to? About 1 out of 30 gambles, you'll get a unique. The way the statistics work on that old thing, so yeah. Saw you playing it, was like, yeah, it was pretty fun. I did come into a problem when you got in the cast sanctuary, so I kind of stopped playing because it was the whole there was some glitches and stuff that made it, if you ever, even softcore, if you ever died on a whirlwind barb, your game would like glitch out and you would have to shut it off and restart, which is real annoying, especially with Iron Maiden, the cast sanctuary. But yeah. Found anything good today? Well, I pulled a couple of Ohm runes today, which is pretty sick, with my Hurricane Druid. Oopsie, hit the wrong button there. Dragonflight, no good. Max says doesn't think PS4 has an emulator. Probably too new for someone to have made an emulator for, huh? Need to get my what's it called? Cyclone armor up? I gotta remember to keep that up. That's the only time I end up taking the little hits over here, when I forget to keep my Cyclone armor up. Baby's awake. Gotcha. All right, peace out. Best of luck. Have a wonderful day, Trix, and thank you for the raid. Welcome in all the raiders. Family Walter said, expensive. Look at a PS3 with a PS2 disc compatibility. I don't know the reference there, why that would be so expensive. Did they just like do that for like the launch versions of the PS3 only and got rid of it or something? Like, I don't know. I have a Xbox One with Xbox 360 compatibility. Me and my daughter use that all the time for playing Lego Star Wars and stuff. Jonathan Shaw. Yeah. I swap my Enigmas for sure. Yeah, I don't have 7 Enigmas on offline single player. Not yet. Anthony says, yeah, only the original PS3 could play the PS2 games. Gotcha. So they only had it for a little bit and got rid of it. Did it just play a song like 6 times in a row? What's going on here? What is going on here? Three o'clock. All right. Spider Cabin. Who? Could hop down there. That's there's no cold immunes down there, right? Or is that no? Yeah, yeah. That is a place there's no cold immunes, I think. You go do that. Max says only some games are backwards compatible. Yeah, all the ones I've tried so far have been. I had to download, man, I probably spent, because I didn't use my Xbox One in a long time, and obviously I never played these 360 games in a long time. Actually, a couple of years ago I tried to play, and it said, and a lot of them, some of them weren't compatible, but they added a ton more kind of recently. I don't know how recently, it's not really a topic that I'm super knowledgeable on, but I do know a few years back there was way less that were backwards compatible. I had to spend a couple of hours, a few hours literally like downloading. Man, Xbox One downloads so slow. I don't know why. Because I have really fast internet. Several hours downloading like updates and stuff. So. But then eventually, probably takes about 45 minutes every time I try to play an Xbox 360 game on the Xbox One to like download the stuff that you need to backwards compatibilize it. Tony Hawk PS1 was OG. Man, Tony Hawk original, yeah, that was between PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, like video gaming changed so much in that era. Man, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 was so insane. So insane. And then like the PS2, like the Grand Theft Autos were so crazy for that one, and I don't even remember all the games for PS2, but PS2 was huge. Just huge. Any chance on, so you want, Wolfen asks, is there any chance of a different like artist or different music? The thing is that you can't, there's not really a lot of stuff you can like play for free on your streams on YouTube. On Twitch, you can get away with playing anything you want to because they don't have the AI listening to the music to like copyright hit everybody. But on YouTube, you can't do that. That's why when you hop into a lot of people's streams, when they dual stream Twitch and YouTube, their streams are just dead silent because they have their computers set up to have it so that the music goes to like, I forget what it's called. It's called like it's like a false headphone jack essentially, and then they audio capture whatever is going to that false headphone jack and then send that to only Twitch. So that's why a lot of people's streams are just dead silent on YouTube with no music. There's not really a ton of different people you can, a ton of different stuff you can listen to on YouTube and not get in trouble for. And this is like, this guy's like the best that I've, and even with this guy's stuff, the problem is that this guy's stuff, people copyright, they take his music and they upload it or whatever on their channel, and then they copyright claim you with his music, even though he makes it so people can use it. But yeah, it's real shady. So even some of this guy's playlists I can't listen to or I'll get copyright hit, and some random person in like Nigeria or something, or in the Philippines or something, like gets the copyright claim and gets some of the revenue, which is really annoying. Saffron says San Andreas ? Yeah, San Andreas was pretty crazy. Like Vice City was on PS2, right? Or was that on PS1? Vice City was the first one I played that was... But then, yeah, the San Andreas, when you could fly up in a plane, that blew my mind. When you would, there would be like no load screens. You would fly up in a plane and skydive. Like legitimately, it seemed like you were really skydiving, and you would just like, it was bananas, just bananas. You know what I'm talking about. Crazy Taxi, yeah, Crazy Taxi was, I mean, that was okay. That was Dreamcast, right? Good old Dreamcast. License-free dubstep. There is some of that. There is a few other people. It happened for another person. You know how I mentioned that this guy's people would download his songs from and then like upload them on their YouTube channel and put a copyright on it, so then they'd claim other people. There's another guy. I used to play him once in a while. Stream Beats by Harris Heller, which some of you guys know. He's a YouTuber that made all this Creative Commons, copyright free, you know, so anybody could use it to listen on their streams. People did that to him, but way worse. So I had to completely stop using him because every time I would listen to his music, I would get copyright claimed by some random channel. And it's really, really annoying. So I just couldn't like use it anymore. I don't know if he ever got it taken care of, but GTA 1 or 2, to the top-down ones. Yeah, I do remember that. It was, I remember on PS1, I remember being over at my buddy's house playing that. Yeah, the little top-down. The shooting in it was almost like the gunfighting in that game was almost similar to the hunting in the Oregon Trail, almost. You'd like run and turn at an angle and like pew, and the little black dot would move across the screen. Unreal Tournament making a comeback. Yeah, never really heard about that, but yeah, Unreal Tournament back in the day. Ooh, man, how sick. Well, that's too many notifications here. Super quick. Nothing important. Wolfen says the YouTube content ID system is trash. It's got to be like, it's almost impossible to do, to be honest, but I wish they just need to devote more resources to like adjudicating them, essentially. And they need to somehow have a better system to like verify people, so that if you like make false copyright claims all the time, that you personally are like permanently restricted from like doing things on YouTube or something. Because I even had a problem with that too. I got a free to use like stream intro from a website, and then somebody else who got the same free to use stream intro thing, they uploaded on their channel, and then they were copyright claiming all my live streams. And I'm like, what? It was like and the thing is, they weren't even using it as a live stream intro. It was the National Nepal Football Federation or something, and there would be videos in, I don't even know what language, whatever they speak in Nepal, and then right in the middle of the video there would just be like a 2-minute section of the stream intro, and they put it in like half of their videos. It would just say stream starting soon, and it was just right in the middle of their video that they uploaded. They kept copyright claiming my streams, and I couldn't get any answer. Every time I would appeal it, I would get the appeal would get accepted. So, but I had to keep appealing every live stream because they would copyright claim it. I would appeal it. It would get overturned, so they wouldn't get any of the money. The next one they would copyright claim it again. The next one they would copyright claim it again. The next one they copyright claim it again, and every one was false copyright claims that they would get overturned, but they just didn't do anything about it. So I mean, it's probably for the best anyways. I like the one that I kind of doctored up now, that I kind of made up myself ish. Created / personalized myself, we'll call it. Gotta get a daughter pretty soon. Appreciate you, Anthony. Yeah, I did see that. I'll go right to 3:30. 3:30. Wolfen said he was a Unreal Tournament OG. Yeah, that was those were the days. when we were in school, we always played, we'd always do rockets and those, is it called Instagun? Or for some reason I thought it was called Instagib gun. But, you know, the one where it would shoot a red laser instead of the normal, like, whitish blue. And it would just instantly kill you if it touched you. But yeah. It was Instagib? Is that actually what it was called? Okay, I don't know why it's called that, though, but I thought so. Yeah, we always did either rockets or that, all the time. That was our go-to. Because I feel like if you didn't play those ones, then people would just camp the gun spawns all the time, so... yeah. We were like, that's boring, just camping the gun spawns. That's why you say it's broken, because anyone can claim anything. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know. I never claim anything, so I haven't claimed anything since right after D2R launched. I claimed some stuff because people were just literally re-uploading my videos, just literally downloading them and re-uploading them on their channels. There was a couple people too I would see. It would be like their live streams. But I was like, what's this? Why did I get the notification that's there may be my copyrighted material like out there? And I would look, and it'd be a guy like on stream like how I am, and he would start playing my video, and then he would get up and walk away. And then when my video would be over and he'd be sitting there on the end screen, and he'd come back like 5 or 10 minutes later, and he just straight up uploaded like a 4-hour VOD. And then he'd sit down and he would go play another one of my videos, and then he'd get up and walk away while it was playing. And then he would play like one of Llama's videos, and he'd get up and walk away. And then he'd play one of Dobrunsky's videos, and he would get up and walk away, and like while the whole video was playing. I was like, what does this guy stream, first off? And second of all, why is he doing this? Oop. Shell Rune, legendary. Did they get rid of Twitch Prime subs? Nope, they still got them. They still got them. Mitt, it was you. How could you? No, that was pretty annoying because I kept catching people doing that, downloading my videos and re-uploading them and stuff when D2R first like launched or whatever. But it's a bra moment. Yeah, that's kind of what I was like. I was like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I'm some guy that has like 20, like at the time I might have had 15 or 20,000 subscribers, you know? I'm like, why are you downloading my videos and re-uploading? Like, why are you doing this to me? Don't see the option on iPad. I wouldn't be surprised if Apple blocks all that kind of stuff. Apple is real shady. I don't do any business. I don't ever buy Apple products because of that. Like, Apple completely blocks channel memberships on YouTube, so you can't like become a channel member, which is the same thing as a Twitch sub. You can't become a channel member on an iPhone. They delete the button. You have to go into like an off YouTube app internet browser to become a channel member on any Apple product. It's so shady. Apple is such a shady company, in my opinion. And I'm always right. So. Yeah, on Apple products, you have to go, you can't click like join or whatever and become a member through there. You have to go in the description of my video, click the internet link to take you to the YouTube website on the browser, and you can become a channel member through a browser, technically, if you wanted to. Real annoying. Apple just as shady as Google? Could be, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think Apple's shadier. Google definitely does shady stuff too. Like how when I talk about like how I need a new vacuum and all of a sudden there's all these ads for new vacuums on my phone or like on my computer. I talk about it, my phone hears it, and then I go sit down on my computer here and open up my internet browser, and all of a sudden it has all these ads for vacuums, and I'm like, I talked about it upstairs. Me and my wife were talking about it, my phone in my hand, and now I come down and sat on my computer, and my computer's trying to sell me vacuums. Flawless knows what's up. 20% of the time I'm right. Every time. No doubt. Next message. Uh-oh. Ah, okay. So 323. Here we go. Brian says, to be fair, all companies are shady. Yeah, all the large companies, because it's almost like large companies, politicians, like to get to that height, billionaires, like you almost never become a billionaire without doing some shady stuff. Some are more shady than others. Most politicians, it's not exclusive, it's not 100%, but most giant, like trillion-dollar corporations, they do shady stuff to get ahead. Same with billionaires and politicians and all that stuff, but some are definitely way shadier than others, and some are maybe a lot less shadier, but... Suspect the powerful. There you go. That's a good way to put it. Go Lion, says Brady. Ooh, you know what's up. You know the right things to get me going in chat here. Good old Lions just absolutely smoked the Jacksonville Jaguars last week. Let's see. I forget who they're playing this week now, though. Oh, the Bears. Wait, is it the Bears? I think so. Boy, they're just going to destroy the Bears. Unfortunately, we lost a few people, though. We're already without Hutch. We lost Anzalone for like 8 weeks. Poor Alex Anzalone. Bears on Thanksgiving? Oh. Alright, well, I don't remember who we're playing this next week then. But, yeah. Come on, Trash. We're playing, the Colts, yeah. Nailed it. OG Kev. Exodor Montag. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Did my best. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. You legend. Ooh. Appreciate you. So you figured it out, I see. Figured it out. Probably had to go through the browser, like I said, right? So, what type of browser do I use? I'm a Firefox person, so that's usually what I use. I don't know if it's actually the best or not. It was just, I think my dad like 10 years ago said that that's what he uses, and I was like, okay. And that's pretty much how that happened, I think. 5 minutes to go. Yeah. This is probably the final run here. I don't have to leave the house until about 3:42, but I get off a few minutes early so I can, like, you know, make sure. Tedra said he's a Firefox as well. Yeah, the thing with...
Let's go!
The reason I kind of like Firefox too is because I think less people use it. So, like, the web browsers that Actually, hold it, give me 1 second. Thank you so much, Trash, for the 5 gifted Slayerships. Before we take off here, appreciate you supporting the channel. You legend. Ooh. Streaming at work. No, I do this full time, Carity. I stream full time. So, oh yeah, but so every computer just comes with like what is it? Microsoft Edge on it, or it comes with you know, the web browsers it comes with. So that's just what the generic average person uses. So I think scammers set up their viruses and stuff to take advantage of weaknesses that are in the browsers that everybody has. Because, like, if nobody uses a web browser, then nobody's going to waste time to figure out how to make viruses to attack it, right? And to be able to get through the back doors and stuff. This is my thought process on it anyways. So if less people use Firefox, and then, you know, there's less people trying to break into it, essentially, is the way I think of it. Whether that's true, I don't know. I'm about to hop off, Ghost, so you can link in the description to the build guide for this exact build, though. So the only difference is I'm using a Shaco from the build guide video instead of a Nightwings, but it's kind of a players 3 in this particular area specific type of decision. So rational idea, appreciate you. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It made sense to me. Made sense to me. Firefox users rise up, says Patrick. Ooh. DP says trying to become a member, can't find it anywhere. So in the description, DP, description of the stream, of every stream, it says like become a member, and it has a link. That should take you right to where you need to go to become a member if you're on an Apple product. So Marty says use multiple browsers for different tasks. I actually do that, actually, but probably not because of what you think. I'll tell this one quick story before I go. So I use Firefox for most things, but specifically for the music I play while streaming, I use a different browser because it saves where you left your volume at last. Yeah, I did a special browser for that, Saffron. It saves where you left your volume at last, so I can watch YouTube videos and change the volume on Firefox when I'm like casually watching YouTube off stream and stuff, like for fun. But then when I play music on stream, I want it to be the same volume every time. And Edge, I never move that volume, so it's always the right volume. So that's what I do. That's what I use my other browser for, just to play music for stream, pretty much. So but with that being said, I gotta go pick the kid up from school. Appreciate y'all. Tricks for the raid, I know you took off, but any Tricks viewers that are around over on Twitch, thank you for watching and hopefully following or whatever. So appreciate y'all. Trash with the gifted memberships, had a couple little super chats, different little channel members say thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Y'all legends make it possible for me to keep streaming regularly and making videos on my YouTube channel, streaming over on Twitch and all that good stuff. So appreciate y'all. With that being said, peace out, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget to keep slaying. Woo, you legends.